Fate. Fate. I am the Omen, a god of death.
A god of death?
Show yourself.
After 12.
Alright then.
Fate. 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 Fate, go. Fulfill your destiny.
What was that just now? I'll worry about it later. Right now I better get back to work.
Urgent news. It's been several years since the passing of the swine flu, and now we are faced with a brand new epidemic of unknown origin. Countless citizens have fallen victim to this outbreak. We are here with Dr. Sean Yale.
Dr. Sean Yale. He was the one who successfully devised the cure for cancer 5 years ago. His team was composed from the best of the best scientists in the entire nation.
Doctor?
Thank you for having me. I have reasons to believe that this virus was engineered and purposely spread by someone.
So you're saying this was done by one person?
That's correct. Because there's only one place someone could ever get the necessary equipment to engineer such a virus, and that would be Desfrance.
A multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company in Canada.
Correct. The company is run directly by me, and it's impossible for anyone to secretly engineer a virus without my notice. Because of that, there's a slight possibility that this may not be an epidemic.
We were told that you are going to voluntarily examine each one of the victims' corpses.
Someone's got to do it.
But, no. If he examines those corpses, then he's gonna find out the truth and realize that this is no epidemic.
Thank you, Dr. Yale. I'll now leave you to your work. Now let us hear what the local police have to say. Here with us is Commissioner Scott Freeman. Officer Freeman, after hearing Dr. Yale's speculation, What are your thoughts on this incident? And what does the police department plan on doing about the current situation?
Honestly, we couldn't care less. Our intelligence reported that only specific people are being targeted.
Specific as in?
From what the intelligence team gathers, only the inmates are dead along with the ones who are on the wanted list, while the others are unaffected.
But aren't you even a little bit worried about the safety of you and your men?
One of our prisoners died right in front of us. And like I said, only the inmates are being targeted. If we were infected, don't you think that we would all be dead at the same time as our inmates?
Fair enough. So the police department is not going to take any action at all?
Not in the slightest. Whoever's doing this only made our job a lot easier.
Thank you, Officer Freeman. Well, that's all the news for today. I'm Knox Howard, signing off.
Guess I just gained the police's approval, and straight from the commissioner himself. I guess I can spare them for now. But Dr. Yale and his elite team of scientists has to go. But I really don't want to do anything unnecessary. Dr. Yale is someone whom I really respect. But what choice do I have? Dr. Yale did mention that he was going to examine the corpses as soon as possible. I'm running out of time. Every second I take, I risk being discovered. No, there has to be another way. But what if there isn't this time? I can't afford to be discovered. Otherwise, no! I won't let that happen! Corruption will fail! There. I sincerely hope that I won't end up regretting this in the future. It's too late for me to turn back now. No more regrets. I can only move forward from here on. But I guess I've already knew that when I've decided to keep this notebook. Huh. I'm starting to feel a bit tired. That same dream again. It's no good. I need to go get some air.
Chapter 12.
You must be the old.
It's been a long time. Fate.
You know who I am?
Yes, but we've never been properly introduced.
How come I don't remember you?
Fate, it's not just me. You don't remember at all about your childhood, do you? Haven't you ever wondered how you became so successful today, or why there aren't any records for the existence of your parents? I see that you still have the Imperial Venus. Not only that, you've been taking good care of it, haven't you?
You know about this?
Yes, after all, it's the only memento left by your family. Is this your first time seeing a god of death? You don't seem surprised.
After obtaining ownership of the notebook, I can't say I'm surprised about anything anymore.
So you have the notebook. I knew it will eventually find its way to you when you need it. I must warn you though, humans who uses the notebook will never know the joys of heaven or be able to see hell's wrath. You will be forced to wander for all eternity in a place that's created by the depths of darkness.
Then so be it. If that's what it takes to recreate my country.
I must ask you though, why did you write down so many names in the notebook? Are you killing for your own personal entertainment?
Of course not. My goal is to rid my nation of all its corruption. Most of those names were from some of the most dangerous serial killers in all of Canada. Scary thing is, none of them were found or convicted. Until now.
And you have no remorse for the people that you've killed?
At first I did. But then I realized that getting rid of all these people, it had to be done if I were to ever achieve my goal. But I'm not the only one with such an ideology. Nowadays, people will do whatever's necessary to get whatever they want through deceit, extortion, larceny. Sad part is, we may not even know the consequence of our actions until we step through the lines that we've established.
Knowing all that, are you still willing to pursue your goal?
At this moment, I have another problem. Ever since I eliminated my boss, word of my boss's death has been leaked to the public. Of course, people will think that they're just rumors, but it won't take long before Estate Life's rival company, Value One, figures this out. If that was to happen, they would most likely try to take over Estate Life now that it doesn't have an official owner.
Why are you so concerned about that?
There is a reason why Value One is second-rate compared to Estate Life, the company that I've worked for years. I just don't trust their leadership, and I can't even begin to imagine what will become of Estate Life if I were to leave it to incompetence. To stay one step ahead, I'm going to now assume that they've already figured it out. To protect the state life, I will now have to eliminate the owner of Value 1 as well. Which will now bring us to the next problem. There's absolutely no information regarding the owner of Value 1. The whole time I was working for Estate Life, no one was able to find out any specific info on him. Whoever he is, he sure did a good job keeping a low profile. Aside from that, there's something I want to show you. Take a look at this.
Ah, interesting. Even I didn't notice that one.
Take a look at this. Dioli. About the previous owner of the notebook, based on what you've told me, the owner was human?
Yes.
Who was it?
That's not important right now.
You're right. Back to Value 1 and its stock owner.
How are you going to eliminate him if you don't know his name?
Maybe I won't have to.
What an honor it is to have the greatest agent in all of Canada, Fate Nightroad, to be on board with us.
The honor's all mine. To meet none other than the stock owner of Value 1 in person.
When I heard that you were the one requesting for employment, I just had to be here personally. I'm a bit surprised though, to know that you decided to work for us, considering we were rival companies.
Okay. It's time to confirm my suspicion. Here goes. I'm sure you've heard of the recent passing of my boss.
We have.
Ever since then, our stocks has been decreasing at an exponential rate. And it won't be long before Estate Life gets fully decommissioned. But I predict someone else will fill in the gaps before that happens. With that being said, I would like to work for you as soon as possible.
We are definitely in need for more talent. But not even I expected to obtain Fate Nightroad. He's catching on rather quickly.
Hurry up and drink the tea already.
You think that Value 1 is capable? What makes you even think that we are interested in Estate Life?
Like you said, we were rivals in company.
Estate Life and Value 1 were rival companies. But even with Estate Life's current condition, it's still irrelevant to my company though.
As you know, Estate Life is the main foundation of this country's economy. If it falls, we will suffer an economic crisis. Your company will be affected like everyone else's.
But
I've been working for Estate Life for as long as I can remember now. And whenever there was an opportunity present, Value 1 never once backed down. Why would it be any different now?
alright, you convinced me. Let's make this official.
I have to get him to drink the tea right now. Toast?
My tea's getting cold. Let me get another one.
have to get rid of him before we finalize the contract.
So, shall we continue?
Of course.
Wait, this isn't your name.
There's something I want to show you. After going through several pages from this notebook, I've noticed that the second half of it consists of pure blanks.
Ah, interesting. Even I didn't notice that one.
Take a look at this. If you look closely, you'll notice that there was a page that was torn from the notebook. Dioli, does one separate page contain the full effects of the notebook itself?
Who knows? The only way to find out is to try it yourself.
Well then, looks like our business is done here.
In order to test the notebook's capabilities, I stole the contract's layout from your company and forged it onto the pages of the notebook itself. So in short, you just signed your own death warrant, and I added the final nail in your coffin. Dioli, you mentioned before that if anyone else touches the notebook, that person will be able to see you as well. Is that right?
That's right.
Then why wasn't this info included in the notebook?
Truth is, there are a lot of rules to the notebook that not even gods of death know about.
I see. In that case, I'll just have to uncover them all. Only then will I be able to utilize the full potential of this notebook.
How are you going to do that?
Maybe the answer lies within this notebook itself. Dioli, you've mentioned that there are rules to this notebook that not even other gods are aware of. Then I assume that there are more rules to this notebook than the ones that are currently written.
Yes, there's a really important one that you should be aware of, or you write in more names.
Go on.
The notebook will be rendered useless if the victim's name is misspelled 4 times.
Dioli, hypothetically, just what would happen if I were to write your name into the notebook?
The notebook has no effect on gods of death.
As I expected. Then I have a good idea.
So that's your plan? To hide the notebook in that drawer again?
Yes. With a few differences, of course.
Is that money?
That's right. If anyone were to search for the notebook and opens the drawer, the money inside the envelope should satisfy their search. After they find the money, the most humanly thing people will do is to take the money and quickly leave. This is exactly what I want, because I can't have him staying here long enough to discover the notebook. As for the notebook, take a look at this.
Is that a sketch of my face?
Yeah, on a regular piece of paper, of course. That's not all.
In this page, you'll notice that your name was written down.
But as you can see, the I is incomplete. Even if it was completed, your name will still be spelled incorrectly. Not just on this page. I did the exact same thing on the bottom half deep within the notebook for a total of 4 times.
On the opposite side, there's a thin piece of tape covering a sharp fragment-sized piece of lead.
If anyone ever tries to get their hands on the notebook, the pressure is going to cause the lead to pierce right through the thin piece of tape, instantly misspelling your name 4 times, rendering the notebook useless.
You better be careful. One mistake, and your goal will be nothing but a dream.
No need to be so dramatic. And besides, I placed the lead and tape in specific spots where it will ruin the notebook if the pressure is applied into the wrong areas. Only I know about them. Even if I was taken into custody for questioning, they would still have no proof for the notebook that's no longer in effect.
I must say, a plan that's simple, yet effective. It's a good plan, and it seems that you've taken a liking to the notebook as well.
We now interrupt this program with a very important broadcast.
I am the head of an international organization which includes all member nations. I am Keel L. Kane, also known as K.
He looks familiar.
As you all know, there has been multiple unexplained deaths in the last few weeks. I may not know who's responsible, but I know that this is no coincidence. It's mass murder. At the very start, Dr. Yale came to the conclusion that this was no epidemic, and it was clear that only criminals were being targeted. However, the sudden death of Dr. Yale changed everything. Because you were worried that your secret was going to be exposed, and in one last desperate attempt, you killed them, didn't you? I know that you're watching this broadcast, Murder, so let me tell you this. Whatever you hope to accomplish, you will fail miserably. Whoever you are, mark my words, you will get caught.
He seems pretty confident.
Don't be ridiculous. He's not gonna find me. This man is not Keel L. Kane. That's Jay Harfer. He's a Canadian citizen that currently lives in Toronto.
I can't believe I didn't notice this sooner. But then again, I only saw him once. Not bad, whoever's behind this. I almost fell for your lame impersonation. But the whole purpose of this broadcast was to provoke me into killing you, wasn't it? You don't know a thing about my killing methods, and you're just using this opportunity to confirm your theories. You're gonna have to try better than that.
Killer, by now, you should know the whole purpose of this broadcast. Unfortunately for you, I now know where you are. I'll start off by telling you, I already anticipated that you won't kill Keel L. Kane. Or should I say, Jay Harfer. The reason for that is because he's no criminal, yet his presence is only known to those who live in the same city. And I I just knew that you would recognize him eventually. The fact that he's still alive right now proves it. You are in Canada. More specifically, Toronto. I used that information to deduce that much.
This K is amazing.
Furthermore, Jay Harfer was once an agent that worked for me in the past. However, none of that info was ever made public. So it seems you don't possess any classified information at all, do you?
Fate, you better be more careful from now on. One more mistake, and this guy will actually be up to catch you.
I have a feeling you can't kill me either. But let's see you try. Come on, do it. What are you waiting for? Like I thought, you can't kill me, can you? I'm interested to know about your killing methods, but it won't be long before I find out. You will tell me everything I want to know once I find out where you're cowering in, and then you will be executed.
Oh? Is that so? How ironic, because I just had the same idea. If that's how you want it, then I accept. Because if I find you first, then you're gonna be the one who's gonna be executed by me!
Killer.
Kay!
I swear I'll find you.
You're not the first to stand in my way.
It will only be a matter of time. And in the end,
You will be.
You will be.
Eliminated!
I now give you the title, Kira.
So David Thomas failed to carry out his task. This transgression will not be ignored, as it's an insult to the assassin's hierarchy. Brian Pike, seek out fate now.